eggs to Pip. And now we're getting ready for the hatching process. It's been about 12 hours. So it's that time, and pretty soon we're going to have some action going on. And I think we may already have a little bit of action going on. So we may have a little baby chicken in just about 15 minutes here. So I think it's zipping out of its egg. What it does is it makes a little circle around its egg, and it zips around its egg. It's this brown one right here. See if I can turn it just a little bit. Move these wires out of the way. So when this process starts, it can take up to 20 minutes, but usually it's not less than 20 minutes. But it's this egg right here that's zipping. If you're new to the hatching process, there's a whole scientific explanation about the egg hatching process. When it gets to day 18, you lock your incubator down and the eggs stop turning. And then that little baby chicks get ready to hatch out. They first they do an internal pip, which we don't see, and then they do an external pip. And I don't know if you can see, but there is an external pip on this egg right here. And then after they do that external pip, they're still absorbing their egg yolk, and they have to do that. Usually it takes about 12 hours, sometimes less. And once that's done, then they start what they call a zipping process, which they just do a circle all the way around their egg until they're hatched out of their little egg. So we're going to watch and see if this little chick makes more progress here and gets out of this egg. It looks like she or he is getting ready to get out of its egg. So we're just going to watch and see what happens. So we're working on getting you a little better shot. Maybe we can see it a little bit better with the other camera in just a second. it's just amazing to me how this happens, how these little baby chicks know to come out of this egg like that. Looks like it may be just resting for a second. It takes a lot of effort to get out of that egg. I'm going to try to turn this around just a little bit more. So when you're looking in these eggs, sometimes you can see what color they're going to be. It looks like this little chick may be a black color. Like she's resting for a minute, or he. So I don't know if you could, right here on there's a piece of a eggshell where it's chipped it all the way off. It's nerve-wracking to watch this happen. You want to get in there and help them, but there's no reason to. They can do it, and they can hatch out of this egg. Now I've been hatching eggs for quite a while, and I think I've only had 2 that pipped and didn't hatch, and I believe it was the incubator itself that caused the issue. You really want a good incubator if you're hatching eggs. Yeah. So it looks like it's working on getting out of there. So while we're waiting on that one, let's take a look at these other eggs over here, and let's see if we can show you. This one's moving a little bit, and it may be getting ready to hatch also. If you look at the very top of that egg, it looks like it has a dent in it, and that's where the chick has pipped on the top of that egg. So we started off with 12 eggs in this incubator. You candle the eggs on day 7, and any that doesn't look like they're doing anything, there'll be like a little black dot and some veins. Then you remove them from the incubator, and then you candle them again on day 14 and remove any that do not look like they're filling up the egg with the baby chick. There's no veins, nothing present there. So then when you remove those eggs. So on day 14, we removed all except for 8 because they didn't look like they had developed. So currently there's 5 eggs that have pips and 3 that do not. So we'll just have to wait to see if those 3 eggs get a pip and then hatch. Sometimes that happens. They'll develop almost all the way, and then something happens and they just can't develop anymore. So this little chick's still working on coming out of her egg. I say she, so I hope it's a girl. Maybe it will be. She's really working on trying to get out of there. Hopefully she's ready. Sometimes chicks will hatch and they'll hatch too early and they haven't absorbed all their little egg yolk, and they can pass away after that happens. But hopefully this one will be out of the eggs soon. She looks like she's resting. I can see her little beak in there. She's got a, looks like she's resting a little bit. So if you've just joined us, we're watching the zipping of this egg, and we're hoping in about 15 or 20 minutes we'll see a little baby chick come out of this egg. She's got a pretty good hole made in the egg, and so we're waiting to see if she'll continue to zip around this egg. I say she may not be a she, it may be a he, but we'll just watch and wait. Hopefully soon she's gonna pop out of this little egg. So again, we have 5 eggs with pips, and so this one pipped this morning at about 7, and it's been about 12 hours. So that's usually about how long it takes from the time they pip till they, what we call zip, which is making a circle all the way around that egg and hatching out. These chicks are what I call homegrown. They're Easter eggers, most of them, but they're not just a certain breed. They're just mixed. So this particular one is an olive egger, and their shells tend to be kind of tough. So I hope this little chick's going to be able to break her way out of this shell. Okay, so you may not can see, but right beside this other egg, this one's made a big crack also. So maybe we can zoom out and let you see that also. Give us just a second, working on it. And I don't know if y'all know, but chicks have different personalities. This egg right here hasn't really moved at all. And now all of a sudden there's a crack on it. So I know that little chick's trying to get out of there. But this egg has been moving all day long. And so hopefully we may get to see both of these eggs hatch in the next little bit. So if you're watching, we'd love to hear from you. If you've ever hatched eggs before or anything, so leave a comment and let us know what your thoughts are or where you're watching from. We'd love to hear that. You probably can't see as well as I can, but there's a pretty big hole in this egg over here that the chick has made. And right here you can see the crack on this other egg. It's a lighter color, so it's kind of hard to see it, but there's a pretty big crack running across there. So if you hear squeaking, that's our dog. Our dog's kind of jealous because she wants attention instead of us watching the eggs hatch. She thinks that we need to be playing with her and not watching the eggs. So if you saw that, there was a little piece of egg that just fell off here. She's struggling to get out. Looks like the little chick may be resting just a little bit. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think, or if you've hatched eggs before. We'd love to hear. I don't know if you can hear that, but she's the little chick is chirping as she's trying to come out of this egg. Really is nerve-wracking. You want to just like help them get out of the egg. There's another piece that came off. And there she goes. Slowly she's chipping away at that egg, and little pieces are falling off. Yeah, it is hard to see at the angle that you're at. I may see if I can turn it just a little bit more. Now I think you may can see better now where that hole is in the egg. It's a pretty big hole. Looks like it may be resting for a second. If you've never hatched eggs before, one thing that was scary to me when they first start hatching is that you get really scared that they're not ever going to make it out of this egg. I've actually never had that to happen. Like I said before, they've pipped and not come out of the egg, but once they start this zipping process, I've never had any that didn't finish hatching after that process. I've had one that was stuck in the egg, like there was something wrong with its leg, but it hatched. So it really is kind of nerve-wracking, and you want to help them, but they say not to help them, you know. You read different things. Some people say, well, wouldn't come out of the egg, and they helped them, but I've never personally had to really help them. I may have had one time, but I probably shouldn't have helped it. It probably could have hatched on its own. So hopefully this one will come out soon. Okay, she's trying some more to come out of this egg. So you can see pieces of shell down here where she's cracked it off, trying to come out. I don't know if you can hear her, but she is chirping, trying to come out of this egg. I hope you can hear that. There's a crack every time a piece of that eggshell falls off. Thank y'all so much for watching. This is just amazing to me. I hope it amazes you as much as it does me. I'm just amazed every time. So while we're still waiting on her, let's take a little look at these other eggs and see. I don't see anything going on with them much. I see that kind of green colored one does have a pip on the top still, but it hadn't progressed or anything. So we may just have one baby chick for a little while, and then maybe the rest of them will hatch soon. She's getting ready to push, I think, to try to get out. There's a crack all the way around right there. You can see that. Come on, little chick. There we go. There, okay. Almost there. Just like a few more pushes and it'll be out of there. Here we go, come on. So nerve-wracking. There it goes. Come on. Yes, a little black chick. Come on, push one more time. Okay, come on. It's making me nervous. Makes me nervous every time. Now, one thing to keep in mind when if you're hatching for the first time is your humidity needs to be between 65 and 75. Look at this baby. She's coming out of that egg. Come on. But when this baby starts hatching, the humidity goes up in the incubator. The first time I did it, it kind of scared me, but I learned that's just what happens. Come on. Here we go. Come on. So y'all don't know how bad I want to like get in there and help her out of this egg, or he. Come on. I may have to help her. Come on. There she goes. That's just amazing. That chick came out of that egg. So now what's going to happen is these baby chicks dry out and fluff out, and they learn to walk in one day. Unlike human babies, it takes them about a year. So most people think that baby chicks are all fluffy and pretty when they come out, but they're not. They're all wet. So she's gonna wander around this incubator and fluff up, and the next day should be fine. So I don't know if y'all can see, but it looks like we have another egg over here that's going to start zipping very soon and be able to hatch. And we're going to let this little baby wander around until she So I love the Nature Right 360. It does a very good job, but when the babies start hatching, it seems to fog up, and it's hard to see what's going on in there. It just gets real foggy, and that's just from the humidity and the heat and the hatching process. So she's yelling a lot, but she'll be fine. She just is introducing herself to this world. So we had our first little baby chick hatch, and we're fixing to hatch another one. It looks like this egg is getting ready to zip right here, and we'll have another little chick soon. The first little chick is just wandering around and very verbal. It seems like it's learning how to walk, and looks like it's got a little bit of yellow on it. It's kind of black and a yellow color. So usually when it's that way, it'll end up having a little bit of white on it when it gets older. But meanwhile, this egg right here is zipping, and we're getting ready to have another little baby chick. So we'll see what color this little one is. So this one's, see if you can see it right there, it's got its little beak up and it's working on getting out of its egg right there. It's just amazing to me every time. Now again, this incubator does a really, really good job. It does tend to fog up, so it's kind of hard to see. So I apologize for that fogginess on the inside. It's not a good idea to open that while the chicks are hatching. It's kind of a delicate process sometimes when they're hatching out of those eggs. After this one hatches, we may see if we can unfog it just a little bit so we can see better. That first little baby chick was black, so I wonder what color this one will be. Now these are eggs or from Easter eggers. You know, they lay the colored eggs, and this particular one is just kind of a green-blue color, light green. So I'm really interested to see what color this chick's going to be when it gets out of its egg. So it's working its way around and zipping out of its little egg. So we'll see. Meanwhile, our other little chicks over there looks like it's trying to help one hatch. And I have seen them do that before. Sometimes they'll peck on the other eggs. They can hear the other ones in there, and they'll try to help them hatch out. It's the cutest thing. She is, well, I'm calling her a she. I'm going to claim she's a she. We want a hen, so she'll have lots of eggs. But this one just seems to be really, really verbal. Was verbal the whole time in her little egg. Now this other one that's hatching, it hasn't, I hadn't even heard it peep. So maybe it'll be a quiet little chick. So she's moved over here by this other egg that's hatching. Oh. Now, if you've hatched eggs for the first time, these hatch and they wander all over the incubator. They can't walk yet. So she's not going to hurt anything stumbling all over that egg. If you ever held a baby chick, sorry. If you've ever held a baby chick, they weigh nothing. They don't weigh anything at all. She's just upset. She don't know what to think about this world. Hopefully, once she gets warmed up a little bit and this other egg hatches, she'll have a friend. You can see that little beak over there trying to get out of the egg. I hear the other little chick hollering a little bit. It's not nearly as verbal as this one is. We're going to check out and see if maybe we see any more trying to hatch over here. One of them pipped on the bottom, and they're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to pip on top, so I'm kind of concerned about it. But maybe it'll be okay. There's 5 eggs that are well, there's 1 hatched, 1 working on hatching, so that leaves 3 left that just have a pip. So these, I'm actually hatching these for a friend at church. They've decided that they want chickens, and I offered to hatch these for them. And again, these are no special breed. They're Easter eggers, but they're kind of mixed. Not really a special breed at all, just homegrown chickens. That's what I call them. This chick may be a lighter color than that one. It looks like maybe it is. Again, I apologize for it fogging up. This incubator seems to fog up like that when the chicks are hatching. It's not a good idea to get in there and try to wipe it down while they're in the middle of hatching, so we'll just have to wait, and then maybe after this one gets through we can wipe it down a little bit so we'll be able to see. So this one, you can see its little beak working on getting out of that egg. This egg that's trying to hatch now is actually the first one that pipped this morning. So again, it'll probably take about 15 or 20 minutes before this is completely hatched. You would think that baby would be tired and she'd go to sleep after all that hatching, but apparently not. She's very loud and verbal. Looks like this one's taking a little break. Oh dear, she's just fell upside down now, but that's okay. She'll get up in a minute. Must have surprised her, because now she's just laying there. She scared herself. There she goes. Looks like maybe that's a foot sticking out of that little hole right there. See that? Looks like a little foot that's sticking out of that hole. Is it a beak? Maybe so. Looks like it's taking a little break. I'd be tired too after trying to hatch out of that egg. I can't tell what color. I think it may be a light color, but I can't tell real good yet. It's interesting to me what colors they turn out to be after they hatch. This one's taking a pretty long break from hatching right now. Just kind of sitting there. Again, this one's not been very burble. It doesn't make a lot of noise like the little black one that's running around over there. Little black one has fell upside down again, but she's She's okay. By tomorrow, that little black chick will be walking upright on her little legs instead of scooting around, which that amazes me too, how they learn how to walk in one day. And she'll be all dried out and fluffy and cute by tomorrow too. This little chick just seems to be taking its sweet time. It's not real anxious to get out of its egg. So if you've just joined us, thank you for watching. And we've had one baby chick to hatch, and now we have another baby chick that's in the process of zipping. But it doesn't seem to be in too much of a hurry. It's kind of slowing down. So it may take a little bit longer than our other little baby chick did. So our other little baby chick right now seems to be fell upside down. But it's going to roll over and get up in just a minute. There it goes. You know, they call baby chicks little dinosaurs. Tiny dinosaurs. So you can see this baby chick up. The little black one's going to come up here and probably make it roll around. But its little beak is sticking out of there. It's working its way out of its egg. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of little personality this one has, because it just continues to peep and put up a little fight. So I guess that means it'll be a strong chicken. I guess if I was stuck in an egg for 21 days, I'd want to be out and wandering around and peeping too. It's so amazing to know that those little chicks fit in those eggs once they come out. That's just odd to me. Have you ever seen pictures? They show that the little baby chicks in their egg actually have their beak tucked up under their wing, and they're all bent up in there. And again, this one's just taking its sweet little time getting out of that egg. It's not going around in a circle like the other one was. It's kind of staying in one place. It may not be quite ready to come out. It may just need some more time. And again, I know she's running into the other egg, but that doesn't hurt it at all. It'll go on and hatch out of that egg. I've never seen them not hatch once they've done the zipping process. I think I had to help one time to get out of its egg, but that's all. So she's done rolled that egg all the way over there, so we can't see it hatching now. I guess she wanted to be a star of the show, and I say she, but I don't know what it might be. It could be little Roo. Just as cute as it can be. you'll see them yawning like she just did, but that's normal. That's what they do. She just will not be quiet. She has just been verbal since she got out of her egg. Maybe when the other egg hatches, she'll feel better. I can see it. I'm looking to see. It's getting there. It's not there yet. I know y'all can't see it because the little black chick kind of rolled it over there where you can't see it now. Looks like she's got a little bit of white on her chest and some on her bottom, but mostly black. So if they're born black, they tend to stay black, but if they're born a yellow color, they'll turn brown a lot of times. Yeah, she's really now she just rolled the egg all the way across the incubator. But it's okay. I guess that little chick will be dizzy when it gets out of its egg. I'm going to look at these other eggs and see if I can see any progress on them. They didn't pip till after these two did, so they may not be quite ready yet. I don't see any progress on the other eggs. There should be 3 more that's pipped. I've actually lost the pip on all of them except for one, because they're all rolled around now. Hopefully this other little chick will hatch soon. Got a little bullied by the black one, so she might be scared to come out. I'm going to see if I can turn this around a little bit to that other egg that's hatching. Maybe we can see. Maybe the little firstborn one will not roll it around anymore. So just give me a minute and we'll have it turned around. See what kind of progress we can make. Hopefully she won't knock it around and we'll be able to see it hatch up close. And again, this one seems to be taking its sweet time getting out of its egg. Okay, I see the pip of these two. I think that one's pipped. And she's finally calmed down just a little bit. Maybe she'll take a nap. No? I really don't think this one's ever going to come out of its shell. it's going to be laid back, not noisy like the first one. And like any birth, it's a messy process for sure. I'm really anxious to see what color this one's going to be. Got it a pretty big hole so far, so maybe it won't be too much longer. There it goes. Maybe it'll be soon. It's got a big crack right there. It's be coming out soon. Come on. Makes me nervous every time. Little chick. on. The other little chick's just sitting right beside that egg. It's like she knows almost that it's fixing to hatch. Come on, chick. Come on. Come on, little chick. What color do y'all think it is? I can't tell. I think it may be multicolored. Come on. So I'm getting real nervous again. It just makes me nervous when they get this close. Come on, little chick. So if you just joined us, we're waiting for this little chick to hatch out of its egg, and it's pushing, it's trying to get out. So maybe it'll be out soon. And it looks like we're debating on what color it might be. It looks like it might be black. So we'll see. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's almost out. Come on. Just a few more pushes. Come on, come on. It's like a new mom, you know, like you can't wait to see what your child's going to look like. Well, that's how I feel about these eggs. I can't wait to see what color they're going to be. It looks like it's going to be multicolored. Come on. I want to see you. Maybe. I don't know. Yes, I think it's multicolored. It's like brown and black. Look at its little leg. It's like sticking up in the air. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Get out of the egg. Oh, look at it. It's neat. It's black and brown. Come on. That is just amazing. Look at it. That it was even in that egg. There he goes. Look. So neat. It's worrying me. I can see some egg yolk still there. Not really supposed to be still there. Maybe it's okay. Okay. So again, this one, the difference in personalities in chicks. This one's not quite as verbal as the other little black one that came out. It does have some egg yolk still attached, but that's happened before and it's usually okay. So we'll just have to see. So what happens, I apologize for the fogging up of this incubator. The NatureRite 360 usually does a really good job of hatching the eggs. It's just fogging up really bad, and I apologize. You can't see it real good. So what happens is when the chick goes into the hatching process, it does an actual internal pip, then an external pip, and then during that process, the egg yolk is supposed to be absorbed into the baby's body. And sometimes it's been my experience that there's a little bit left, just kind of hanging on at the, after they hatch. It's usually fine. It usually falls off, kind of like an umbilical cord would for a human baby. It does look like it's kind of stuck in that egg, but it's okay. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's like brown and black. It's different colors. So now we have 2 babies. So again, if you're hatching eggs for the first time, your humidity level will go up while the chicks are hatching out of their eggs. So don't be worried about that. It's just something that happens. On day 18 to day 21, your humidity in your incubator should be between 65 to 75, but it does go up while the chicks are hatching. So there you have it. We have 2 new little babies. Yeah, this new little baby's not nearly as loud as the little black baby was when it came out, so I hope it's okay. Maybe just its personality. I hope it's not weak. Yeah, it's lifting its head up. It's doing okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of just laying over there, but I think it's going to be okay. It just isn't quite as verbal as the first little chick that came out. Kind of quiet. And if you don't know, chickens all have different personalities, just like a dog or a cat would. If you take care of them enough and look at them enough, you'll realize that you can, even if they're the same color, sometimes you can tell the difference by the way they act. That's just amazing to me. The whole process is amazing. So by tomorrow, these 2 little chicks will be all fluffed up and drying out, and we'll be able to put them in the brooder with a little water and food and see if they'll eat. Again, I apologize for the fogging up of the incubator. It's just something that happens with this particular incubator. It does wonderful though with the hatching. I'm going to turn this around just a little bit so maybe you can see that new chick. There. You can see her. Or him. It's really bad foggy. This little chick is just hanging out there. Real calm. Oh, it's all over. And it's okay. It'll get back up. Okay, so we have our other eggs over here. And the rest of them have pips. It may be a little while before they hatch. So there's the empty eggshell there. This egg has a pip on it, but you can't see it. And I'm kind of worried about it because when it pipped, the pip was on the bottom. Pips are supposed to be on the top, not the bottom. So we'll just have to wait and see about that one. But that one did pip early this morning too. So did the 2 that just hatched. So we'll just have to wait and see. And then also there's one here that has a pip and one over here that has a pip. So we'll just wait. Those will probably be a little while. I don't think either one of those pip till about 12 o'clock today. Usually takes about 12 hours before they actually hatch after they pip. So thank y'all for watching. This is just amazing to me, the hatching process and what goes on with this. They're just like little miracles. Again, I apologize for the fogginess. I know I keep saying that. I'm sorry. I feel like y'all can't see what's going on. Oh, no, the little chick's got its head stuck in its egg again. It's kind of funny. They kind of wander around like stumbling, and then they'll get their head stuck in their shell again and get it back out. So if y'all can see this egg, it's amazing that that egg was once full of like fluid and egg yolk, and now it's just looks like that, and it's all dry, and all of that turned into a baby chicken. Not real pretty, but that's the process, and that's how it works. I'm going to kind of turn this around so y'all can see these other eggs a little bit. They're just kind of not doing anything right now. I know that 3 of them have pips and 2 of them don't. Sometimes it can take till the next day. This is day 21. It'll take the next day and there may be a pip. One time we had an egg, I think it was day 23, and we thought it wasn't going to hatch. We left it in the incubator just to see, and it pipped, and then it hatched the next couple of hours, and that was my favorite rooster, and his name is Nick. He had to stay in the incubator for a while. He seemed kind of sick, But, so if you're hatching eggs for the first time, if you do have any eggs that don't have pips, you need to leave them in there till at least day 23 or day 24, just to make sure that that little chick's not alive in there, because we did have that happen. That is a true story. So I'm excited to see what color these other little green eggs are going to be. I like the multicolored chick. I think it's really pretty. It's amazing to see what color they turn out to be once they get grown also. Roosters seem to change the most from when they're small to when they get big. The hens kind of stay the same. If they're black, they may get a little bit of red on them or a little bit of white. But if they're born brown and multicolored, that's kind of how they turn out. When they get grown, they'll still be kind of brown. But roosters amaze me the most. They can just change to all different colors. So it's just, the whole thing is just amazing and a miracle to me about the hatching process. So we'll probably sign off for tonight, and thank you for watching. This has been fun. It's been amazing. It's just a little miracle. Join us next week in a few days, and we'll be live again, and we'll show you how these little babies are and how many we had hatched, and we'll have them in the brooder at that point so you can see them. So join us in a week to see how these little babies are doing, and we'll be live again. Thank you for watching from Mississippi Homestead.